Galvin Castine, it's March 26, 2019, and I've got my genuine antique farmer cap.
That's right.
Because I'm talking to a genuine antique farm implement person.
Pretty much antique, you know.
What's your name?
John, really, but I go by Jack.
Randy or Justin, can you come up front, Randy or Justin?
Oh, it sounds like we're in school here. The
PA
system going.
That's pretty handy sometime.
Jack Dragoon, and it's 2019 back, as you remember, 29 years ago. Bob Venn and I showed up. Does that seem like 29 years ago?
Time flies. The older you get, the faster it goes too. Here we got a third of a year gone by already.
Yes, well, I'm glad to get that third done.
Oh, it's been a rough one.
I'm much more in favor of the next third and the next half a year.
Right.
We're here for the annual, what do you call it, Customer Appreciation Day?
Yep.
That's also an open house because whether they're customers or not, sometimes people just show up anyway, right?
Yeah, some do, but over the past years, you know, lots of them, you know, we're involved with them one way or the other.
Right. So this is about the 66th anniversary of the 1953 you started?
That's correct.
Yeah, of course you were just in diapers back then. So.
Yeah. My picture's on the wall there. 16 years old there.
16, helping out. Now, your father, Floyd,
Correct.
he started this. Was there anything in this location before?
No. No, he got the property from Ralph Lamberton. It was right on the, just behind here.
Uh-huh.
And the only way your father would buy it, you had to sell him a piece of land. So this was really the Lamberton, the farmers in the back, so part of their land near the road.
Uh-huh. And it opened immediately as, what was it called? The grand opening, April 10th, 1953. Your international harvester dealer.
Right, and it was, you know, it was a Texaco. In case the machinery didn't work out, he had the building near the road, which today they should be back where you have more room.
Right.
But back then, you know, we sold Texaco products. So, you know, did pretty good gas business back then. Although there were about 7 gas stations in the town, and now we're fortunate just to have one.
Well, even
Randy or Justin,
29 years ago, in 1990, when Bob Ben and I did our first program here, there were still 3-4 gas stations in town.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A couple right across the road from you here.
Yeah. Well, I owned the Shell station at one time down here, too.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a different world. I think right now in the town of Ellenburg, I don't know if you can buy any gas.
Not at this time.
Yeah,
No.
it's a...
They find you unhandy, you know, they either got to go to Chateauguay or come down here.
Yeah.
Mowers.
So it's a strange world. You'd think somebody could survive selling gas in Ellenburg. But,
Especially the way you're going up lately.
yeah, oh, geez.
I think there's lots of gouging going on there.
I've never heard of people price gouging gas.
Oh, my gosh.
Just
Yeah,
because...
I think it was, remember right, we used to make about 2.5 cents on a gallon.
And you have to pump it.
Pump it, wash your windshield, check the oil, check their tire, give them a map, use the restroom, and then we had S&H green stamps. We used to give green stamps.
Did you?
That's right. So, quite a change there.
But it's purely a coincidence that all the gas stations have the same price that are near each other.
Well,
Nobody competes anymore.
no. Once in a while there might be a little a war on it, but not too often.
Not very often. But we're not here to talk about the gas stations. We're here to talk about now this is not your 66th annual open house, because I know in 1990 when we came, at that point you had a place in Canton and you were alternating. One year you'd have it here, and the next year
we did that for a couple years, but then we still had it both places quite a few years.
Well, after that year and after 1990, wasn't supposed to be here in 91, but you had another one in 91, and you you've been going every year here continuously since then.
Yeah, we've been going quite a few years.
Continuously, so it wasn't the back and forth at that point, because it's a lot of work to put this on. How many people, do you ever keep track of how many people you feed in a day like this?
It's been averaging 1,000. But, you know, the food and stuff is the least, the expense of this operation. People don't realize it, but the boys work pretty darn hard on that. Much appreciated, too. Of course, we had snow, if you recall, one day. Then we go plow. Then we try to clean up and salt, back and forth. So they put some long hours in. And like so we started like Thursday. You got to move everything out. There's lots of machines, you know, lifts and hoists, especially up above. And then you wash. You get a chance to clean up some, but this might be the last year of having it here.
Really?
We'll have something. We might utilize our other building up above, because we're roughly 5 days you're losing of shop service. Now we're behind on repairs now.
Already,
so this puts you 5 days more behind. And you know, the guys, well, you got 21 working here, and you put this here, so you got about 15, 18 that's, you know,
is working full time on
working time, where they could be working on the equipment. That's what I'm getting
at.
So
you're not making any money off those employees.
That's part of it, but the biggest part, we're not getting the work done that we need to be getting done.
Right.
So if we have something later on, you know, this weather, you know, you never know if it's going to snow, rain, blow. It's, you know, it's just like a gamble. You never know what's taking place. So if we have it a little later on, we might utilize that other building, and we can keep the shop still going.
Come up to the counter.
But one of the reasons you want to have it here is you get people in your door. And I'm sure you do some business today that if you relocated it, you probably wouldn't do.
Well, they're not very far. We can either shuffle them or this and that, because, you know, if you check their cars outside, probably they're walking the length of the distance from one place to the other anyway.
Now, Jack does have a place just up the road where the truck stop used to be, next to the restaurant there.
Right, we got a pretty good sized building there.
So it'd be easier to.
Can have everything right there, and this one here. You know, you got one up to one end here, and then you got the other end, and people don't realize one end. What's that? This end is.
Well, the people who turn right when they walk in and head right for the pancakes.
They head for
aren't
eat,
necessarily
and then they get filled up, and then they.
They aren't necessarily going to go to the tractors.
They're all pretty good though. There's lots of stuff outside to see, this and that.
Yeah, but I think if you'd waited one more day this year. Tomorrow's supposed to be nice in the 40s. Today we're in the 20s, and it's windy, and so people won't be spending much time outside, unfortunately, looking around.
They got their coat. They can walk around.
Hopefully. So you have 21 employees here.
Yeah, 21, 22, I guess, something like that.
You never know. You just sign the checks. And
I don't sign the checks. Daughter takes care of that.
Yeah. When Bob, Ben, and I started coming here, she was just a little high school kid that was helping out. Now she's all grown up.
Yeah, time flies.
I'm looking behind Judy here, and it says the Abraham Lincoln Award. What is that? It's got your name on it.
Yeah, got two of them, I think. You got Lincoln Day, Abraham Lincoln.
In recognition of outstanding service to the Clinton County Republican Party.
Yeah, I guess both are the same.
Both the same.
Yeah.
And then I know on May 3rd, you're going to be getting the Woodman of the World Outstanding Citizen Award.
I guess so. I don't know why, but
I don't know why either.
There's more deserving.
I tried to talk them out of it, but
I wish you would have. I was thinking of not going, and then I read it in the paper. So I guess that kind of.
So you committed now.
I guess I'm really committed now.
Well, Margaret wants to go out and get a
free
meal at Rainbow.
Why? Yeah, that's for sure.
Now, one thing you've got here every year, in addition to your employees, is a lot of volunteer help too, don't you?
Oh yeah.
A lot of people in the community step up and.
Yeah, of course. No, it's about the same ones. You know, there's about 10, 12. A couple got hurt.
Well, that's a lot.
Oh yeah, especially today. But they enjoy it too. day to get it together. It's lots of work.
Yeah, well, and
We appreciate it, very much, and the help, working over to get cleaned up for this is, I do the least really.
I've heard that.
Hey,
So it's not just a rumor.
when you get older, you'll find out.
I plan on getting older.
One part says this, and the other part doesn't agree with it.
Those gears that move the vehicle don't. don't
Well, I
move it quite as
usually
fast.
get all the food and make, that details, which
And every once in a while, you get to actually go out there and eat during this. I've seen some days where it's been past noon and you haven't ventured that way yet.
no, but it's lots of other open houses, we don't have the farmers like we used to either.
Definitely. That's why you.
We've lost, I can guarantee you, 90 to 95% of our regular crust farmers.
Of course.
They can't get the same price 30 years ago as what they're getting today, and to survive is rough.
Yeah, it's just it's been sad for the last. Even in 1990 when we came here, it was tough times for the farmers. It was I think the buyout was 1986 probably, and
That didn't melt to
then no, it was just a temporary.
fix.
Yeah. So
But, you know what I mean? It ain't only that. The farmers are just like you and me. We're getting older.
yeah,
And then they retire and there's nobody to take over. That has a lot to do with it, too.
there aren't too many farmers in their 30s.
No. And there's some of them that got a little hand to get started, they can't make it, it's not as easy chore to get into.
No.
Unless everything's paid for, where, your debt load is,
Not that any
Big
of
factor.
your equipment is expensive, but
my God.
equipment is very pricey, and it costs a lot of money to
Yeah.
outfit a farm and outfit it properly, and it's just
Tractor sells more than they used to pay for the whole farm.
well, of course, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you can't just get by with one tractor either.
Oh, no.
No.
Quite a few skid steers, you got, never heard of them at one time, Greg. There's some farmers, 3, 4 of them now. They're handy.
I know one of the first places when Bob and I started doing our show was we wanted to come here because personally I grew up going to a thing called John Deere Days,
Oh, yeah.
and it was on a school day, but it was a vacation day because a whole bunch of us would
Oh, yeah, there's
it'd be
still,
full of kids. It's just as full of kids as the teachers understood that was farmers, and you'd go and Finney would have the. Did you ever go to Finney's?
No,
No.
no, I've heard about it and this and that. I never went.
They'd show movies and have entertainment and just an amazing thing to have in the back of my memory banks that that go to those things. But that's
Well, we used to start from, 9, 10 o'clock, go through pretty close to 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, the band would come in, and that could last 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So we're getting older, but
and you had to get up and get up
of
and go
course
to
the
work the next day.
circumstances today are a little different than they were back then.
Yes, yeah, for everybody.
We had that hoist up there, and we put a platform on it, and Lento Brothers there, and we had 2, 3 different bands, different ones that played there, made a platform for them.
Uh-huh.
They enjoyed it, the farmers.
Yes. Not that often they get a chance to get out and kick their heels.
No.
And of course, picking your days here now for this is also a little challenging because you want to get a day where the weather is decent, but not too decent, because the few farmers you do have are going to be out in the field.
Well, that's it. And then the weathermen, you can't always believe them either.
I very seldom do.
I think old Bert Bedan did a better job.
As Bird told us that a lot of people's shovel is partly cloudies. So, and they haven't improved that much.
No.
They can
It's hard, I think. Years ago, if it snowed here, it snowed in Elkton or Champlain and that, But today, it can snow here and just get outside the mowers and nothing.
Yeah.
And it's vice versa all around like that.
Yeah.
My father always said, ever since they play around up in the moon,
That's what did it?
they've made a lots of changes. And I think probably he's kind of right at that.
Well, time will tell, I guess.
Yeah, time will tell.
Well, anything else, Jack, that we should ask you that I'm not smart enough to think of here?
Well, I hear you're getting into politics.
Oh,
So.
yeah. This is not about me. This is about Dragoon's farm equipment.
Well, I say, I congratulate you on that, running.
I tell people I don't run. I walk along very slowly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm walking very slowly.
Well, you're a little bit better than crawling anyway. No, I want to thank you both for coming. Enjoy that every year. And, again, got to thank the kids and everything, because they're the one that does the work.
And you take the bows.
I take the credit sometimes, which should be the other way around.
But then you take the blame, too.
Yeah, not too much.
Not too
I
much?
pass the buck right away.
When you're the boss, you can do that. You can call
Yeah,
somebody
you-
in and say, all right.
Yeah, there's always something.
All right, we're going to move on. Let you sit down and relax and take your morning snooze. You usually
Yeah.
snooze at this time of the day.
In the afternoon, once in a while, it's been a rough night before.
You've been, been known to.
I'm not like old Mr. Menard there. He used to shut right down and take his nap there.
Raymond Bedard.
Yeah,
And you don't spit as much as he did either.
no. Like you're talking about farmers, of course, we lost another big farmer just
Just around the corner.
shortly there. Sold lots of machinery to him. He was probably one of the hardest workers there was around.
Well, he really built up that place, Larry Brooks.
Oh, lots of hard work.
Yeah.
And lots of them the same way.
Well, you can't be a farmer and not be a worker. If you,
That's right. I mean, you got to be everything. You got to be a doctor, engineer, and this and
you gotta
that.
be a veterinarian, you got to be a mechanic.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And you're going to come here and try to bargain with this guy and
Oh,
get your equipment.
yeah.
So.
He was a good.
He was a good bargainer.
He held his own.
All right. Thank you, Jack.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Moving right along, we're in the place where a lot of work usually gets done. I don't hear much clanging and noise back here, Wayne. Dragoon.
No, we had to shut down operation on last Thursday, basically, and getting ready for open house, customer appreciation day. So we had to take
Move all
slide
your,
some tractors back together, pull them out, and get other stuff done, and so we could bring some equipment in to show on display.
over to your left there. I don't know if Judy can show that there. I remember the movie Back to the Future with that DeLorean car. Is that a DeLorean piece of equipment? What is that?
No, it's a round baler.
A round baler.
Yeah, you see a lot of round bales in the fields, even through the winter. That's what that produces, a round bale.
So, is that those sides go up
Yeah,
just so
just
easy?
doors open for easy access
The-
for maintenance.
Right,
Yeah.
you gotta-
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not in a field like that.
no, I
Yeah.
wouldn't think so.
I just showing it on
Unless
display.
Unless it flaps its wings to get there. You haven't got to put a tractor in front. It just keeps flapping its wings. Is that?
Something like that. But like that round baler used to be this square baler right here was the big hot item for all farms.
What are you doing with a square baler?
Well, there's custom operators that still sell square bales, a lot to horse farmers.
Okay.
But used to be a lot of farms had square balers, but
definitely,
it's
yeah.
just a lot of labor intense.
I know.
And
You never had
That's
to
why
do
I-
that. You never had to take those bales
No.
and throw them in the mow, did you?
well, once in a while I help
Did you?
my cousin. Yeah, not too often though.
See, I was lucky. I had asthma, so I didn't get to go in the
Oh,
mow.
yeah, no.
I unloaded the wagon.
Yeah, as I said, that's a bad place to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, now a lot of farms do round bales because it's a lot labor, less intense for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot less labor, but they take up a lot more room than a hay barn. Than a hay barn
yeah,
does.
You definitely
You're
have
giving
to
up
have
a lot of your property to store those round bales.
and a lot of them wrap them after
Yeah.
so then they can leave them outside. But yeah, they take up an area for sure, and you got to have the equipment to move them around because some of them are pretty heavy.
Yeah, that's wrapping them is an extra expense, and then
Yep.
So it's a different world, and
Well, everything's changing.
even though
Always not for the good, but it's changing.
and whether you want it to or not, it's going to keep on changing. So.
Oh, for sure.
So, what type of? I know you sell small tractors, obviously garden tractors, but I'm talking small tractors that would be the size of the John Deeres and the farm hauls that I grew up with.
Yeah.
So there's still a market for those.
Still a market for the yes. Matter of fact, the farm haul name is there's a model as a farm haul tractor.
Oh, really?
It's a little bit smaller. Well, there's a tractor on the LSI, but smaller now. But yeah, they're using all new technology today. But they're bringing back the old name from back in. They're tough old tractors for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So you sell Case IH. It used to be Case, and International Harvester was a separate company, and I always figured that International Harvester was the bigger company, but Case bought out International Harvester.
Yeah. But back then it was a company called Tenneco, bought them out, and then now it's all owned by Fiat. Is the owner of Case International in New Holland, which is CNH. That's all owned by Fiat. That's to say a lot of changes going on, but you either change or
yeah.
But yeah, it's
Look who's showing up to get on TV here.
Oh, Sandy, Sandy.
Yeah, she knew the camera was running.
I think that's the only time I've seen her bashful. Yeah, you're talking about, getting ready for this, and I was just looking over last year's records. When we stopped actual working to get the facility ready for this day, have the day, and also it's going to take all tomorrow to get equipment, get the shop back normal. We had about 400 hours.
400 hours.
All the different employees, and 397 to be exact.
At
but
$10 an hour, that's
But it just goes to show you that it does.
Well,
it takes a lot to put this on, but I mean we do it. Appreciation for the customer. You get a nice breakfast. That's and plus we get a chance to do some cleaning, but maybe down the road we might do it a little bit later because this year was really tough. All the ice out there and the snow to get a lot of stuff was frozen in the ground.
Well,
I mean, it was very a lot different year. Well, actually, a lot different winter overall. I mean, everybody. All of November was real bad, and a little bit break in December, but January and February and even March is
below average. It just we had a couple of days that are average, and it's been, and we'd get a day above average and rain, and then it would become ice instead of snow. And
it just warm up enough to precipitate.
Yeah.
Now I know why people go to Florida in winter. I didn't understand it before. Now I know why.
Now you know why. Now, there's things here that you probably couldn't have imagined selling 10 years ago.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. Yeah, a lot of it's technology, and all this equipment. Even there's so many pieces. Not just tractors now that you have to put a computer on to program. I think even implements now that.
Well, now and they've got GPS, so you can.
Yeah, the GPS, and that's what we've got. Even like a set of wheel harrows that it's all tied in. No, it's
Well, what is this long Kubota thing
that's
we're looking at?
That's a disc mower.
Disc
that
mower.
cuts the hay.
Okay, let's walk and talk.
Sure.
Judy's going to bounce the camera here as we do it, but that's the dangers of.
Yep, a lot for you.
All right. Okay.
Actually, you're back here. You might get a look at it. See, this is a little different technology.
You can drop it, Jude. Drop the.
Instead of rubber rolls or steel rolls.
Steel rolls.
For conditioning, this has flails. You can see it. If it was rubber rolls, it'd be a long roll. Rubbers, and then hay go between. Now this is like flails. You can just see it's self-explanatory. It's on a rotor where they spin. That's a different design.
So this is a
Help
mower.
dry in different conditions, yeah. And then we go to the front, you can see where the actual cutting takes place.
All right, we'll shut the camera off and do that. Okay, we've relocated, and this is the mowing part here?
Yeah, this is the mower. They cut a disc mower. And as you can see, you get a close up, these are knives. This is what actually does the cutting. And this has got 3 knives per section on this, and those spin really fast. So it just turns. You got, and this takes place of what years ago they call this the sickle mower,
Yeah.
with the guards and that, the knives. This will mow anything. I don't care if it's this tall and it'll mow it like a lawn. Well, that saves farmers time because they can mow a lot faster. Go from 1 mile an hour to mow 5 miles an hour.
And these little flapper things behind it, that's made out of metal?
Yeah, these are all steel. This is the flails I was talking about. You can still get rubber rolls for conditioning, just different crops. They work better.
They come wider than this too, don't
Yeah, this is actually a small one,
Yeah,
9
small.
foot 3. They go up to 15, 16 feet. There's a 16 footer outside. But yeah, they're all, and then they go, you can get this in self-propelled. There's a self-propelled one outside where it has its engine and everything on it,
they? Yeah.
instead of having to pull with a tractor.
Last summer, not sure where they got it from, but Minor Foundation, Minor Farm has one, and they were
Yeah.
doing one, and it's quite a.
They cover some ground.
They cover some ground and mow fast, and it's self-propelled.
And that's the thing today with weather conditions.
gotta
You don't get so many days in a row. It's not like
drying-
years
for drying
past
hay,
where
yeah.
you could get, a week or 2 straight. Now you get 3 days in a row and they're all excited.
Yeah,
And it's tough to get that.
yeah. Because what happens if you don't let your hay dry, you're going to end up burning down your barn or your whatever.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's
The
for
hay,
sure.
the moisture's got to be out of the hay when you bale it, and lots of times we'd be putting hay in the mow, and my father would be there
Oh.
putting the salt on it because he was a little concerned.
Yeah, you take a chance because boy, once you get a hay mow on fire, it's very tough to put them out for sure.
Yeah. So you sell lots of different
Yeah, we
brands,
got,
obviously.
like say this is Kubota. I mean, we sell Kubota hay tools.
That's a Japanese
tractors.
company?
Japanese owned, but they got a lot of facilities in the States now.
They do a lot of.
Oh yeah, and they're building a lot of equipment over here now, and so we got Kubota, like far as that's a skid steer on the other side.
Skid
Farm
steer.
tractor over
We
there.
can. We'll move over a little bit again. I'll be responsible for moving the camera. And this is so that wasn't Judy bouncing that camera around. That was me.
Can't blame her on that.
No. No. So this is a skid steer here.
Skid steer, yeah, and then it's got an attachment, more brush cutter attachment on the front of it because it's all quick attach. Just
And why is it called a skid steer?
well, because they can turn right around on a dime. I mean, I guess that's what it is.
It's like a ZTR.
Yeah, and they can get in tight corners, and you can cover a lot of ground in a short period of time.
That's a fairly good size one, right?
It's 75 horse. Yeah, it's pretty good size. They do make smaller ones. And we sell Gale skid steers, Case skid steers, Kubota. So we got 3 lines of skid steers. And there's a farm tractor just on the other side of that.
Okay, let's come on over on this side of me here, Wayne. So if Judy puts the camera back here, you'll be in focus. But right in front of that door, this looks like something that's from Back to the Future too. Here,
Yeah, it's a Manitou telehandler. I think we had one inside here. This is a little bit smaller one than the one last year.
what do you?
Tight corner, but you can see that telescopes right out. I'll
The bucket.
show you in the tubing.
All right.
This telescopes right out from this main frame. It goes out a long ways where
So
you
you can
can, like we talk about the round bales where you can stack them high, where
Uh-huh.
you run out of room, but you can go up.
Can you move snow with it too?
Yeah, you move snow. Yeah, you got different attachments, a quick attach. We have this with the bucket, and then you got pallet forks, and then you can put all kinds of attachments on them. That's a brand. We sell Chrome, hay tools. And this is Kuhn, the round baler was a Coon and as in a Coon mower versus the Kubota mower.
So you've always got to keep up with what's available out there.
Oh
and-
yeah, definitely.
And
Yeah,
decide which company you're going to represent,
definitely.
because I'm sure they're all knocking on your door, and you can't carry them all. So you got to,
Yeah.
and
just-
you want to, do something that's going to be bringing those customers back here. So if they come here and they buy something that's just not up to your standards,
yeah,
then
that's it. We want to sell something that we can back up and make sure the best product for the dollar for sure. And we sell the H&S equipment. There's a manure spreader on the other side. But yeah, we have a lot of different companies, and over the years we've had to diversify, just like everybody else has.
the type of manure spreaders that I grew up with, are those still?
Yeah, there's one
some?
outside. Yeah,
There's one
just
outside
a
like
regular
Because
apron spreader. Yeah,
back then, a bucket in front of a tractor, that was usually for loading manure.
right.
It wasn't for all the stuff they're doing now. So it isn't all liquid manure then, you're saying there is?
No, there's still. Yeah, but yeah, if you get a chance after, there's equipment lined up outside if you want to take a few pictures.
Judy wants to go outside and enjoy the weather. So she's hoping
There's,
that,
well, the sun's out. I mean, the wind's a little bit, but I've seen it worse this winter here, that's for sure.
I can imagine.
Spring's here somewhere.
On the calendar.
Well, I guess tomorrow and down the road it's looking better for sure.
So, how many guys do you have working back here?
On this end is 6.
Just 6 of you.
There's 20, 21 altogether of us. Yep. Got a Ethan Dumas just started from CV Tech
Uh-huh.
on a program there, and so hopefully that works out well. And
He's still in school. And,
yeah, he's a junior, so
Yeah.
he's got one more year. And
my grandson's grade, yeah.
but that's how Raymond Fair, my elite tech, that's how he got started from CV Tech, and he's been here. That was 27 years ago probably when he came here during school. So it does help for sure, and it's a lot better hands-on learning. Sandy, I can't believe you're that shy. Come here.
Cast irons are all shy. Even though she's a Menard now.
Only in front of the camera, you mean? I'll have to get one of those cameras in when she comes in to see me.
Here you are. Keep talking. So anything else we should ask you about it back here, Wayne?
No, I think they made up another sign there with all the years of experience here, if you want to look at that
Well,
after.
sure, we can look at that.
No, I just want to thank you for coming another year. Hopefully you'll be coming down the road for sure, because as times change, but hopefully you get hometown back full swing on the air. 'Cause
Well, we're on 2 days a week on cable, so but we're on every day on the internet.
there you go. So hopefully you'll back to full time, and I appreciate you just coming. I want to moment here to thank all the employees from Dragoon's Farm. That's takes good employees to make things happen, and also I want to thank all the volunteers that are helping out today, because this day wouldn't be possible. All the cooks and helpers and servers that to put this day on. I thank them. I appreciate it, and thank you all. And after, I've got an award I want to give out, but I got to get a certain gentleman, and we'll be in touch.
All right, we'll gather up that certain gentleman. I think we had 2 awards last year.
2 more this year.
2 more. All right. So
Yeah.
something to look forward to.
We're still on the air.
Before we move on, I just want to give people a view of this Back to the Future DeLorean. Not really a DeLorean, but round baler. And if you're watching this anywhere where there's farmland around, you'll see round bales around, obviously. If you're watching in a big city, you probably don't know a round bale from a donut. This is what's underneath there, and A lot of greasing and oiling has to be done to keep these operating smoothly, and this, I would say, makes a pretty big round bale. Even the tractors look like, I mean, even the tires, I should say, look like they cost $1 or $2. So very expensive for farmers to get into the business, as Jack mentioned earlier. All right, we've got an extra person joining us here. Why is the town supervisor in front between us?
We found him. Well, I want to.
Found him up at the counter.
Yep, he's up at the counter. Jeff Menard started with us 25 years ago. Come off the farm, and he's been in the parts farm ever since. And I want to congratulate you. 25 years of service.
Well,
I want to present you with this clock. Jeffrey Menard, thank you for 25 years of dedicated service.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's so you'll get to work on time, Jeff.
Yeah.
Now you can interview Jeff.
Yep.
So you left that Menard farm.
Yep. 25 years ago.
Is anybody still operating it there?
No, it's been sold. Yeah.
How many of you brothers grew up there?
Well, the new farm was only just the two of us, myself and my brother Tom. But you know, we all grew up on the main farm, the home farm. All 6 of us boys worked there, and until I graduated in '78, and then we built on the new freestall barn. Yeah. So.
I know you had at least one sister, Carol.
Yeah.
Two sisters.
Yeah. Patty and Carol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they ever help?
Oh yeah, not too much in the farm, but they with 6 boys around, they had a lot of cleaning to do.
You found lots of things for them to
Oh yeah.
keep them busy.
Yeah, definitely.
So you decided to give up the glory of farming and come here and work for.
Yeah. It's you know, back then it was always that up and down, and
Now it's just down.
yeah, now it's down, it stayed down.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not a good situation. No, not for the whole country to be in this situation. It's, you know, I'm afraid maybe a few years down the road people are going to go hungry because they're not taking care of the farmers. It's not right, but you know, hopefully it'll turn around soon, because it hurts the economy also, because usually when the farmer makes money, they spend it.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
and back in places like this, and even your stores, they'll go out and spend it.
Yeah, buying cars or furniture or
Exactly.
whatever.
It's been 4.5 years.
Yeah.
You know, 4.5 years, a long time on the downside. No hump.
Yeah.
For sure. And we all feel the effects.
You know, you take a look at all of this machinery around here. I mean, the price is probably double or quadrupled in the last 10 years, and the price of milk went in half.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a bad picture there.
Yeah, the math doesn't quite add up.
No, and I don't care what business you're in, you can't withstand that for that amount of time.
You know, and the thing is with the farmers, 7 days a week, 12-hour days are short days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Definitely. You know, and they don't mind working the hours if they got rewarded for it, which they're not. So, you know, it makes it tough to get up in the morning and know you're going to lose money. It's not a good situation.
You know, it's sad that so many small farms have to have a sideline to make ends meet. I mean, that is so sad that you either got to cut wood or you got to do syrup, sap business, you know, just make ends meet. It's sad, and that's not the answer, but hopefully something will be done sooner than later.
all right, on that happy note, we'll move on.
Okay, thank you.
We're going to take just a moment here to look at this 66 years in business here at Dragoons, 465 years of experience, and we'll read down the names as we go here. Lee Barcombe. This is not Lee the pharmacist, as we mentioned last year. This is Lee Barcombe here, 26 years. Joseph Bassett, 1 year. Scott Bombard, 1 year. Chris Bowers, 31 years. Jennifer Cowan, 19 years, and of course she helped out here 29 years ago. She was in the office helping out as a high schooler. Tony Cowan, 16 years. Dan Dragoon, 14 years. Gary Dragoon, 40 years. And we got to mention we'll have to mention it when we talk to him too. He just entered another decade there in his age. Jack Dragoon, John Dragoon, 66 years. Wayne Dragoon, 40 years. So he hired his sons at the same day, I guess. John Gleich, I assume that's how you pronounce it. Gleich, 31 years. Randy Jarvis, 26 years. Carl LaValle, 18 years. Jeff McNeil, 20 years. Jeff Menard, as we just saw, 25 years. Ed Misak, 3 years. Justin Pelkey, 4 years. Joseph Perot, 14 years. Bobby Fair, 1 year. Raymond Fair, 26 years. Herbie Reese, 18 years. And Colin Wall, looks like he'll be getting a 25-year award too here. 25 years of service, Mr. Colin Wall. All right, we were going to talk to Gary Dragoon next, but Ben Arnold's in there buying a piece of equipment, so we're going to let them do that. What's your name, young fellow?
My name is Bruce Blitz.
Where are you from?
I'm from Port Jervis.
You came a long way to come to this open house. How come?
A good 6 hours. I'm here to demonstrate the Holland Grill.
Oh, you're here to demonstrate. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
I thought the Holland Grill spoke for itself.
Yeah, it does. You got me there. Ouch.
All right, so Holland Grill. This is I have one of these, but I got to be reminded here. You just put it in there and close the lid and let it cook, right?
Pretty much. You could put some spices on it. You could put some Holland Grill spices on it.
Holland Grill spices, yeah.
Absolutely, they're the
not
best.
your run-of-the-mill spices. You get Holland Grill spices.
Absolutely.
They taste a little better than the other stuff.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. How many different models are there?
We have about, I think there's 7 models.
That's quite a bit of choices.
Absolutely.
What's your biggest? What's your smallest?
The biggest is the Pinnacle. The smallest is the Liberty. That's our base model. We have several in between. We have several that are identical. You have your choice between stainless steel and powdered aluminum. Except for the Pinnacle. The Pinnacle is our largest model and most expensive. That's our top of the line. But the other ones, no matter what price, they're all the same size. They have the same guts inside and the same inside warranty.
Oh, we got some food coming here.
Oh yeah, that's our patented Buckeye meatloaf cooked on the grill.
Buckeye meatloaf.
Yep, you won't see that cooked on any other grill because we have a guaranteed in writing no flare-up policy on our grill.
I had to flare up once. My thing was plugged. My drain was plugged.
Oh, I thought maybe that was a personal thing, but okay. Yeah, that'll do it if your pipe are plugged.
Yeah, if you don't keep your drain open, that grease will accumulate.
Absolutely.
But if you're paying attention, there'll be no flare-ups.
Right.
Now, the only thing I miss on the grill is a window. I like to be able to see what's cooking. And if you're looking, you're not cooking. Is your theme, right?
That's right. That's the number one theme. You don't want to be looking.
All right. So every time you open that grill up, your temperature drops.
That's right. Yep. That's right. So yeah, you got to be patient. That's why we recommend you do by time and temperature. Use a probe. And if you don't want to be hanging around your grill all the time, you do what I do. You have a probe that is wireless, and you just put the unit on your belt, and when it's ready, it just beep, 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 and lets you know.
So you put the probe right in with the...
Just hook the probe. You put the probe into the meat or whatever you're doing. Yep. Exactly. There you go.
There you go.
Just like Dave, my associate, does.
Okay, you're gonna put that. You're not gonna put that little.
Oh, this goes on your belt.
Oh, it goes on your belt. Okay.
Then you can go around. You can take a nap. You can go get a.
You got some guy who wants to buy one here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What model is this one?
This one here is.
We got to take care of business here. He's not here to chat with me.
This is the Freedom model.
All right, he's got the Freedom model. He's going to make a sale right here and tell me to hit the road. I don't blame him. All right, you can cook just about anything on these turkeys, and I've never tried a turkey though. I got to admit.
That's great. You spice it up.
Spice it up.
Put the probe in it. Shut the lid. And
What's
when
the probe look like? I know what the
probe
belt thing looks like.
Well, the wire is just a long
Steel with a hook on it.
That's right.
Piece of stainless steel with a
It's a
hook on it.
standard probe you use in any grilling or any stoves that you cook on. Hi, I'm Dave.
So how's it get the message to you?
It transmits. It has a base. I have it out by the grill, and I've got my temperature set, and it will beep when it lets me know it hits 165.
When the probe melts,
No, it's built to last. If it melts, we got problems.
He's the chef.
he's the chef.
the chef.
You're just here to make the sales.
I'm the schmoozer.
You're the schmoozer.
You're
Oh,
a chef too.
but so humble.
We're called demo men.
This is my wife, Arlene.
She's the demo woman.
She's a demo woman.
Oh, she just comes along for the food.
She's my boss.
She's a. All right, so you got a big territory. You came up from you both come up from New Jersey.
He's from Lancaster.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
I think we have about 4 states. We have Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey. I'll be in New Jersey, Cape May, New Jersey. I'll be in State College next week, cooking at a store there, the Weaver's store. But yeah, we get around.
Cape Cod too.
Never a dull moment. Cape Cod, that's New England now.
Yeah. Yep.
Cape Cod, man.
That's 6 states we're up to.
Lots of fun. Yeah.
So is this your busy season as far as demos?
Just started. This is the first demo of the year for me. How about you, Bruce?
This is first for me too. I'll get Seneca Falls probably in within a few weeks.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
Just the best grills around, that's all I know. Holland Grills.
There you go. They wouldn't tell us that if it wasn't true, I guess.
Would I lie to you?
You never lied to me before.
With a face like this?
You can't afford to lie. Well, there you go. I'm going to have some meatloaf.
Hi, Ma.
Media. You local media here?
All right, which department is this?
This is a North Country Honor Flight benefit concert and comedy show we're having at Shazy Central School on the 20th of April.
Oh, so you're not part of the Dragoon employment people here, are you?
No, I'm not. No.
Well, what are you doing here, Larry? How'd you manage to get in here?
So the Dragoons are part of our family. So anyway,
your family?
Well, not actually my family, but they're.
You know Margaret's niece pretty good.
Yes. So anyway, they allowed me to come down. We're doing a benefit at the North Country Honor Flight, and they allowed me to come down here and set up because we're doing a raffle for this Honor Flight guitar that you see in front of us at $5 a ticket. So the benefit's on the 20th of April from 6 to 8:30 at night. It's going to be at Shazy Central Rural School. We have a comedy group, Completely Stranded, is going to be there for an hour of entertainment. I'm going to sing some country songs. We're going to have a 50-50 raffle, and we got a lot of raffle prizes that we're going to be raffling off. We also have a video that we created from the Honor Flight from 2013 to 2018 that we put together that's going to be for sale to benefit the North Country Honor Flight also. So it should be a great night on the 20th of April.
All right. 20th? Yep, okay. I'm just checking my...
20th.
That's Holy Saturday for the folks that go to church.
It is Holy Saturday, and actually when I scheduled this thing, I really wasn't thinking a lot about the Easter thing because I think everybody thought Easter was later or earlier or something, and then after I had it all planned out, they're like, hey, that's like Easter Sunday, that's Holy Saturday. I'm like, I know, but once you do this thing, it's hard to change things around. I just hope everybody can come out to this thing and support the Honor Flight and the veterans. We're going to have a lot of veterans are going to come there, and I understand that they might be picking them up on the North Country Honor Flight bus to go around and pick up some of these veterans. So it should be a great evening, a lot of great entertainment, and I think there's a lot of great raffle items that people have donated.
All right, let me just grab this poster off here if we can. That's Shazy Central Rural School. Doors open at 4:30. And what's the charge to get in?
Okay, so the charge to get in is $10 to get in. Children under 12 are free to come into the event. And
You can buy tickets at McSweeney's, Riley Ford, Dragoons, Cornerstone Drugstore in Rouse's Point.
Rusty Relics, or you first Federal Credit Union, or you can buy tickets at the door. So it's pretty simple as far as getting your tickets. If you're not sure if you can make it or not, you can also buy the ticket at the door, like you said. And but anyway, we encourage everybody to come support your veterans and support the Northern Country Honor Flight. Hey, and take a chance on this beautiful one-of-a-kind guitar that my son and Chad and myself designed the overlay for the guitar and put it all together. And JP Signs did our overlay for us. And it is a playable guitar. It comes with the stand, the guitar, the amp, and the case for it. So take a $5 chance and you might go home with it.
It's a one-of-a-kind, obviously.
It is a one-of-a-kind guitar. I don't think there's any other guitar like it. So.
And has Larry Eber strummed on it at all? Or?
No, Larry Eber hasn't, but Chad Eber has strummed on it. We had it all apart. We put it all back together, and we had to do some soldering and stuff. But anyway, it is playable, and Chad made sure of that when he put it back together, that it is playable guitar. So I don't know if you can see the back of the guitar, if she wants to see the back of the guitar, but so the back of the guitar, it says, "Some gave all gave some," and it has the 5 branches of the military on it with the flag. And of course, you got the front of the guitar where it says North Country Honor Flight, and even has the flag up on the top on the head of the guitar. So I would assume maybe some people will probably, if whoever wins it, probably just hang it up or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
you know, but they can play it, but. They might not want to play it. They might not want to use it. I don't know. Yeah. Sure.
It's like getting a baseball bat or something. You just stick it up there. You know, you just take it outside and hit fungos with it. All right. Anything else, Larry?
I guess that's it. We're at Dragoons here tonight till, as far as I know, we're pretty much all day. We'll be selling raffle tickets and admission tickets, and like I said, you can pick them up at the other locations out there. So anyway, mark your calendars for the 20th of April from 6 to 8:30. I don't think you want to miss this. This is going to be a great night, and come and support the veterans that did so much for us.
And go to church on Easter morning.
And go to church Easter morning, exactly.
From St. Larry Eber, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, camera's rolling. I've been trying to get in here for 45 minutes. But Gary's been making money hand over fist. He went.
I don't know if it's hand over fist.
Went to the baler and bailed up another bale of cash.
It's a small baler, though.
It was a round baler, besides. So before this guy gets away, what are you going to do here?
Well, Colin there had been with us for...
Colin who?
Colin Wall.
Oh, that's the fire chief from Lumberg Center.
That's the same one.
The same guy. Oh, okay.
And
come closer here, Colin. There, we want you in the picture.
Colin started with us right out of CV Tech 25 years ago, which is hard to believe. Between him and my Johnny in the back that started, I mean, with 2 guys, we got 55 years of experience, which is very rare today. And of course, we certainly appreciate it, because I know we wouldn't be where we are today without Colin and John back there with all the work with the lawn and garden stuff. Both of them were the ones that started with us in the lawn and garden. And just to show a little appreciation for the dedication that he did and stuff, we'd like to give him a clock that says thank you for 25 years of dedicated service with Colin's name on it. So we really appreciate it, and like I say, we couldn't have done it without him for sure. And
thank you very much.
And give you that, and I'm sure he's got plenty to say.
Oh, I'm good. I'm very good.
Jeff Menard spoke for about 10 minutes after.
I believe that.
I bet you he did. I just want to say thank you to all you guys here. It's been a great place to work, and I couldn't ask for anything better. So, yep, I thoroughly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Colin. I'll get back to work. Tell him, get back to work.
Get back to work.
Go back to work.
What the hell are you doing standing there?
Hanging around doing nothing there.
I know that son of a gun.
It is. Well, 25. I saw a couple of 40 years on there too. There's some people getting 40 years of experience.
They're getting old, them guys.
Yeah. One of them was 20 years old when he started.
Pretty much, yep. So 60 this year, so.
I saw that.
I suppose you saw that in the paper, right?
No? I don't know if I saw it. I saw it on Facebook. I don't know if I saw it in the paper too. I don't know.
The gentleman that started that in a year and a half, he's going to have a little surprise too, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, usually what goes around comes around, so.
You're ashamed of being 60 years old?
No. It's only a number. What are you going to do?
This is a poster boy for 60-year-olds. Look at him. He's 40,
looks like,
43, maybe you'd say.
Looks like 75.
All right, you mentioned lawn and garden. You guys sell lawn and garden equipment here besides tractors?
Besides tractors, yeah. Lawn and garden's been a big part of our business. Compacts have really started to be big now. A lot of homeowners.
Tractors?
Yeah, a lot of people now are getting with loaders and stuff to do their own work instead of hiring stuff out. The firemen, of course, the way that is right now. So that hasn't been the best in the last few years. Hopefully something will happen and get that turned around. But like I say, the lawn and garden part's been a big part of our business.
Well, it has to be. If you guys were relying only on the farmers.
It'd be tough.
You wouldn't have 21, 22 employees.
No. Yeah, we just hired a couple more this year too. So you do what you can. That's all you can ask, I guess. So hopefully, this summer something breaks and farming gets a little better and price of milk goes up, which would be a big help. And the milk prices are high. They're not afraid to spend and get their equipment ready and buy new equipment, and so hopefully something will happen.
Yeah, but we've been saying that for several
quite a few years.
Now.
I know
it seems to be a broken record, and it's and it's broken a lot of farmers that hung on as long as they could.
Right. Yeah, they're really feeling it now. It's if it don't change, like I say, it's going to be tough for a lot of them this summer for sure. So hopefully some relief somewhere.
All right. So when you first started here with the lawn and garden, was one of the little
real ones? Yeah. It was all real, no motor.
Yeah.
That was the one.
That's when you start. Yeah. But
no, we've seen a lot of changes over the years, that's for sure. And big thing now you're going to start to see is going to be electric. Going to be a lot of battery-powered stuff,
really?
Trimmers. I've sold some push mowers that are battery-powered, and I've just ordered some of the lawn tractors that are all battery-powered.
Now, when I run out of gas, I can pull up
to your outlet and plug it in.
So I got to wait. How long before I can go out again?
Well, that keeps changing all the time with everything, technology, the way it does it, changing all the time. I mean, the new one they've got, I think within an hour and a half, you can be back, charged up and ready to start mowing again on a tractor side.
And how long will it run?
I believe that one there is like an hour and a half. So it's not somebody that has a huge lawn. There's a lot of people that like the idea of electric, no gas. You got no fumes. You ain't get worried about the gas going bad on you. So I think you're going to see in the near future everything's going to be electric.
Yeah, I hope. I hope they make them so you can pull them out. That camera, if the battery dies, I can put another one in right now.
Right.
So if they could do that with cars and with equipment,
that's the way it's coming. Yep, that's the way it's coming.
If you got to wait an hour and a half to charge it up, then it doesn't become very practical. If I'm driving down the road in my electric vehicle and of course in batteries, sometimes when you get them, they run for the battery there ran for about 3 hours when I got it. Now I can barely get an hour and a half out of it. So the battery suddenly goes and you're out in the middle of the Northway or whatever.
Right.
And it's 20 below zero. So you got to have something that's interchangeable, I think, for the distant future. And when you need that for lawn equipment too, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like I say, technology is changing so fast today. The battery used today, probably in 6 months, it'll be old technology, and you'll have one that's twice as good. So
I should wait 6 months before I do it?
Yeah, gotta wait every 6 months. But that's one of the new things that we're excited about. Like I say, compacts, that's been good for us. RTVs, that's been a big part now. The utility vehicles, that seems to be getting huge. Just wish state would look into letting us register a lot of these vehicles. I don't really know why they don't. I mean, there's millions of them and everybody wants to register them, but you can't. So I've been working on that a little bit. Hopefully somebody will listen to us, but that, like I say, the utilities have been good for us, and see what brings this summer, that's for sure.
All right. So maybe we'll take a look at some of your mowers out there before we move too far in. There's a line about 8 miles long for the pancakes for I think we're about 12:30 right now. Yeah, 12:30.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's rush hour here.
We've had a good turnout. I mean, they started about 8:45 this morning, so it's been pretty steady since then.
Now this starts at 10.
At
Keep
10.
that in mind.
Well, we don't want to turn any customers down, so you get them when you can get them.
So if they're in here at 8:45, you got your
We'll
chefs
take them.
working?
Yep. Well, they were here 7:30 getting ready, so yeah, and we couldn't do it without them guys in the back too. We gotta thank them guys for all the work they did for us too. So,
Yeah.
but we appreciate you coming. I know.
30 years in a row now.
How many?
30.
30.
Yeah, 29 years ago was the first one, so this is the 30th time here.
How time flies, eh?
Yeah. With Bob Ben, this is one of the first shows that we did when he started doing it on a weekly basis. We'd done a couple of shows here and there. In fact, I just saw Ken Castine, and one of the most popular ones we had for a long time was the Ridgeview.
Oh yeah, in the farm there. That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, so that was 89. I'd get Bob to do that. We did a couple that fall, but in March and April of 90, he said he could do it on a weekly basis. And
been going ever since. Well, since.
Yeah, and when he went, we had Gordy Little for.
Yep, Gordy was good too. Yeah, you've had some good.
19 years. And
yeah.
Joey Trombley's been with us a few times.
Yep.
He wasn't able to be here today, but so it's like I said, the 30th time in a row that we've been here.
Yep. And we appreciate it, that's for sure. And I know
another 30, and I'll probably.
You'll be enough. You have enough. I'll have enough too. But like I say, we really appreciate you coming up here, you and your wife, and like I say, can't say thanks enough.
Judy just came for the pancakes.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Or look at a new trimmer.
A new trimmer.
Did the other one work all right, the one he got you?
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right.
As it does. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We've made it all the way. Gary's office is over that way. We made it all the way down as far as here. Just a sample of some of the mowers and trimmers and chainsaws and other things that we find here. We have at least 3 different models here. We see Kubota, we see Husqvarna, we see Cub Cadet, leaf blowers, grass blowers. You name it, they've got a piece of equipment for it. They even got pressure washers, and over here they got some heaters. Looks like Cub Cadet's got into the ZTR, the zero-turn mowers now. Well, everywhere you look, there's all kinds of stuff here at Dragoons, and it's always interesting to come and look around and see what's new. And of course, here's the area where the people head. This is the food area where people are eating. They got to clean all this out. This is normally a work area. They clean all this out and prepare the food in the back. And people are coming in here, and it's been non-stop, like Gary said, since 9:15. It's 1:15 right now, so that's 4 hours consecutively of people coming in here, and they're going to be going for another few hours. We have to make sure to get a shot of Margaret Dragoon, who's over there supervising things. She refuses to talk to us every year, so we won't even bother to bother her. Folks are coming through here. Holy cow. You must be hungry, sir.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm always hungry.
Always hungry. You came to the right place.
Yep, it's very good.
And the price is right. As you can see, these folks are a little too busy to chat with us, so we'll let them carry on. We had hoped to talk to Mr. Dan Dragoon, but he is busy, and he has been busy. So it's a busy day here for everybody at Dragoon's Farm Equipment. We're going to try one more person, Jennifer, to see if she'll chat with us. Jack, officially, Margaret has refused to chat with us.
She did?
Yes, she was. So Dan's been busy, so we can't catch him.
I'll go right up here.
Here you go. Okay, we'll go up right here. Here we go. Here comes Jack, approaching his wife.
I guess I'm loud enough. I don't pull any strings either.
She refuses to talk to us here. Let the record show. Another fellow who has not talked to us is Jim Robbins, who's out there with the gifts. You get free spin and you get a free gift, so it's win-win. It's the matter which free gift you get. As you can see here, it's approaching 2, and folks are still coming in here pretty steady. Oh, that's one of the problems we have coming here is everybody is busy. Jennifer had 3-4 people in her office, so time for us to head out. We're outside in front of Dragoons here on Route 11, right across from the fire station in Mowers. And as you can see, their summer equipment is here. Although temperature's still in the 20s, they're out here. As Mr. Greg Campbell leaves, they're out here getting ready for the summer months, which will, once that grass starts growing, it doesn't stop until fall. And sometimes it grows where you got to mow it 2 or 3 times, well, 2 times in a week. So thanks for watching Hometown Cable. Our 30th visit here to the open house when back in 1990 when I finally convinced Bob Ben to do this on a regular basis. This is one of the first 2 or 3 places that we came to, was right here for their open house in April, I think it was April 10th, 1990. And we've been coming back every year, Gordy Little for a lot of years, Bob until he passed away in 1997, and Gordy until he passed away in 2016. And Joey Trombley's been here with us a few times also, and I'm glad Judy was able to make it with us today. The viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. This is a slice of life in the North Country in the year 2019. Thanks for watching.